What is elasticity? Elasticity is about how people react when something changes, especially the price. For example, when the price of a product increases, consumers may buy less of it or sometimes they continue buying the same amount. Elasticity shows how sensitive consumer and producer to the price changes, which also influence the quantity, demand, and supply in the market. Understanding elasticity is important because it helps business, government, and economies make better decisions.
My name is Dayang Shamira and I will be explaining the price elasticity of demand and supply. The first one is price elasticity of demand. It shows how sensitive the consumer are to price changes. It can be categorized to 5 types of elasticity. The first one, elastic of demand, where ED is more than 1. For example, when price increase and quantity demanded decrease, consumer will stop buying as much as they do. Second one is inelastic demand, where ED is less than 1. For example, petrol, even the price increase and quantity demanded decrease, consumer will still need to purchase this, so the demand does not fall as much as the price increase. The third one is unitary elastic demand, where ED is equal to 1. If, for example, the clothing from discount store, when the price decrease and demand increase, total revenue will remain the same. And the fourth one is perfectly inelastic demand, where ED is equal to 0. For example, insurance. When we purchase insurance, the price increase and quantity demand does not change. People still need to buy it no matter what the price. And the fifth one is perfectly elastic demand, where ED is infinite. For example, identical product in competitive market. If one farmer raises the price even a little, consumer can purchase from other firm which sell the similar product. So buyer extremely sensitive to price differences. Next, I will be explaining price elasticity of supply, that measure how much quantity supply of product change in response to price changes. It shows how sensitive producers are to the price changes. It also can be categorized to 5 types of elasticity. The first one is elastic supply. For example, handmade craft. Even the price increase and the producer increase the quantity supply, the producer can easily increase the output when the price increase because the PES is more than 1. Second one is inelastic supply. For example, oranges. Even the price increase and the quantity supply increase, the farmer cannot grow the orange faster, even the price increase, because inelastic is when PES less than 1. The third one is perfectly inelastic, where, for example, fixed number seat in stadium, even the price increase, the quantity still remain the change because quantity cannot be changed regardless of the price because PES is equal to 0. The fourth one is perfectly elastic supply. Perfectly elastic supply is PES equal to infinite, where producer can supply large quantity amount but only on specific price. And the last one is unit elastic supply. For example, manufacturer goods increase the price and quantity supply, but the percentage change in supply is equal to percentage change in price because PES is equal to 1.
cross-elasticity of demand measures how the quantity demanded of one good changes when the price of another good changes. So it helps us to understand more about the relationship between the two different products in the market. So the formula for the cross-elasticity of demand is the percentage change in quantity demanded of good A divided by the percentage change in the price of good B. So if the value of cross-elasticity is positive, the goods are substitutes, and this means that when the price of one good increases, consumers switch to another good such as coffee and tea. And if the value is negative, the goods are complements. When the price of one good rises, the demand for the related good falls, for example like cars and petrol. And if the value is zero, the goods are unrelated, meaning that a price change in one good does not affect to the demand for the others. Overall, a cross-elasticity of demand is important because it helps businesses and also economists like us to understand more about the consumer behavior and also the market competitions.
Hello, I'm Amni Akila binti Adenan. I will explain income elasticity of demand. We show how changes in income affect what people buy. Income elasticity of demand measure the percentage change in quantity demanded when income changes. First, we have normal goods. When income increases, people tend to buy more of this good. For example, when students receive their allowance or salary, they may upgrade from instant coffee to cafe coffee or buy a new phone. Next are inferior goods. When income increases, demand for this good decreases. For example, when income is low, students may rely on instant noodle, but once income increases, they might switch to proper meals instead. So, income elasticity of demand help explain how consumer spending habits change as income changes. That is all for my part. I will pass the presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
The video concludes that elasticity is an important economic concept that explains how responsive demand and supply are to changes in price and other factors such as substitutes, necessity, and time. By understanding price elasticity of demand and supply, we can predict how consumers and producers react to price changes and market conditions. The key takeaway is that elasticity helps businesses make better pricing decisions, creating effective economic policies, and enables consumers to better understand how price changes affect their purchasing behavior.